right, NFL trade deadline this Tuesday. The Jets kicked it off by getting Percy Harvin, who, by the way, huge week against the Bills. That's a solid prediction right there. He's going to be motivated. Now, I'm going to give you trade rumors from the internet, or are they things that just came out of my head? You have to decide. These are reputable sites that propose rumors. True or false? Let's start with this one. My Chicago Bears trade Matt Forte to the Broncos for a second-round pick. Is that something that someone threw out there, or did I just make it up?
Just made it up.
I was so good. How did you know this? This game was going to be a lot easier than I thought. All right. How about this one?
Wait, it's going to be easier? Was I right?
You were right, yeah.
Okay.
How about this one?
That's not a good start.
The Bears trade Jay Cutler to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for Josh McCown.
I'm going to say that's a rumor, but it's false.
That is from NFL.com as a proposed rumor.
Hey, wait, is it a rumor or not?
They threw it out there, said, hey.
You can't have a propose. I'm going to propose a rumor. All in favor say aye. Aye. It's a rumor.
Okay, next one. The Jets send a second-round pick to the Cleveland Browns for quarterback Johnny Manziel. Is that something I made up or something that was put out there on the interwebs?
I'm going to say you made it up.
I'm going to say NFL.com also proposed that trade deal and said it made a lot of sense. Solves the Brian Hoyer contract situation. Kind of like the Chargers with Drew Brees and Phillip Rivers.
I think Phillip Rivers and Drew Brees were on a little different plateau there, performance-wise.
Jets, I mean, okay, it's not going to happen,
so
but that makes sense.
So then now you have Geno Smith and Johnny Manziel, right?
I don't think they buy Geno Smith long-term, so then you basically hand the reins over to Manziel.
All right, what else?
Okay. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers trade Vincent Jackson, and I'll tell you right now, there are a lot of rumors about him, to the Bengals for Vontaze Burfict.
If you're the Bengals and you can get him, because I think Vontaze Burfict shouldn't be playing football. So if I can get Jackson, I'd do that in a second.
Yeah, unfortunately, I am the first person to propose that.
I was going to say, why would Tampa want a guy who's been concussed about 5 times this year?
Okay, the Philadelphia Eagles trade LaShawn McCoy to the Oakland Raiders for their first-round pick in 2015, which is likely to be the number 1 pick, and which is likely to be Marcus Mariota reunited with Chip Kelly. What do you think?
Well, you have Nick Foles.
That one is true. That is out there via ESPN.com as a possible trade.
Wow. Okay.
You got to remember, there are a lot of people out there just as crazy as me.
But doesn't that sound like something the Raiders would do?
Yes. Oh, yeah. LaShawn McCoy maybe on the downside, numbers-wise. Okay, I got a couple more.
Okay.
The Minnesota Vikings trade Adrian Peterson to the Dallas Cowboys for draft picks.
Well, you have DeMarco Murray. Is Adrian Peterson going to play the role of, like is he a backup? Is he going to split time? DeMarco Murray going to want that?
The big question is,
can take a pay cut?
Can Adrian Peterson get 2 or 3 more games this season? So it kind of hinges on that.
All right.
That one is out there. Actually, ESPN looked about it. The Cowboys have expressed a lot of interest in Peterson in the past before this happened, so that's why that came up.
Well, Peterson has expressed interest in the Cowboys.
Okay, one more. This is a Seton special. The New England Patriots trade Tom Brady to the Texans for a first-round pick and wide receiver Andre Johnson, and Jimmy Garoppolo takes over in Foxborough.
No.
Thank you, ESPN.com, for throwing that out there this week.
Who threw that out there?
There's a great column by Greg Garber at ESPN.com.
Yeah, I know Greg.
With trade. Now, he quotes a GM. Listen to this.
Oh, God.
Absolutely, it actually makes too much sense. The players in the Patriots locker room know that the days are numbered. That's just the way it is on New England. On that specific trade rumor.
I don't want Andre Johnson.
Really?
I want Hopkins.
Yeah, but I don't think Houston wants to give up Hopkins.
Okay.
What about Larry Fitzgerald to the Patriots? That one is getting out there a lot.
I could see that.
Yeah. Do you think they'll try and make a trade?
I think they need to.
Yeah.
But they need help on defense as well. All right, that's Against the Grain, brought to you by Red Hook. Thank you, McLovin.